Moving by trike. Here we go. What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Rich Abroad. I'm Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng. Good morning to everybody. Today's topic is really interesting. And what?
Every topic is interesting.
Of course. Tonight's topic is
The last one wasn't interesting?
It's always interesting. Always interesting than the last one. Okay, so tonight's discussion is somehow related to the video we just released yesterday, or is it considered today? This morning. Okay, so the title of our live stream is the grass really greener on the other side? So before we jump right into it, don't forget that we have a poll question that you can see on the screen. The question for the poll is, hold on, let me back up. Are people usually happier after leaving a long-term relationship? Type 1 if your answer is rarely. 2, depends on the person. 3, most people don't regret it. And 4, happiness depends on the effort. So type 1, 2, 3, and 4 depending on your responses. Hold your horses there. Okay.
Thank you. Type 1, 2, 3, or 4, you guys. Just respond to the poll question. Let's go.
Because some people don't know how to respond to the poll. You know, they try to kick the screen just like what I did before. But
right. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Type in your answers. Let's get it started. Let's go.
Okay. So again, before we jump into our talking points, what's wrong?
Come on.
So many people believe that the modern dating nowadays, you know, there will always be someone younger, someone richer, someone prettier, someone more handsome, more successful waiting for you out there. But does having better options actually lead to happiness? And that's what we're going to talk about later. Especially, I'm going to interject some of my Filipina perspective. But again, this is a call-in live stream. We want to hear your thoughts. You participate in our poll questions. The number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's 415-490-8030, +1 if you're outside the US. But again, we'll be giving you 2 minutes and 2 seconds to give everybody a fair chance to join. And we will let you know when the phone lines are open for calls. And again, before we proceed to our talking points, thank you everyone who watch our videos, who comments on our videos, who hits the like button, and most importantly, those who support us all throughout by giving us super chats and super stickers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We always appreciate you guys. Without you guys, we would not exist.
Yes.
Actually, we'd be doing something else, actually. Probably be at the beach.
Yeah.
But we love being with y'all because it's almost the same. All right. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Ching. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Before you get started, you guys might notice a few different things in our studio. So before we get started, I would like to give a shout out to my man, my brother from a Bermuda mother, Morris. Thank you for the shirts, brother. We really appreciate them. And thank you for the tiles in the back. We appreciate you. And we love you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Very thoughtful of you. That was really cool. That was super cool,
Yes.
actually.
Super cool.
No. Okay,
So-
you want to get started?
Yes. So people, not just here in the Philippines, but I think all over the world, starts to compare or constantly compare relationships, lifestyle, their looks, their money, younger partners, and better options. I think this is one of the things that social media really turned people into constantly comparing or constantly checking their lives with other people.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm just listening. We're all listening. We're on pins and needles.
Okay, so the first talking point for me, I think, you know, is the grass really greener on the other side? I think for a Filipina,
I'm now.
Why are you looking at
Let's go.
me?
Come on. I want to hear your opinion. It's not like
Okay.
we practice this or anything.
Yeah,
I don't know
so-
what you're gonna say. So say what you gotta say.
Yeah, so I think number one, it's the fear of not being enough for
Who's-
your
whose
partner. The fear of, I think mostly it's the women or
For the Filipinas.
for the Filipinas. I think for the Filipinas, or sometimes maybe it applies to you guys. So the fear of not being enough. So sometimes women compare, or not sometimes, I think most of the time, women compare themselves quietly to other women. So, you know, without us saying it, oh, by just looking, oh, she's taller than me. As a Filipina, you often,
Somebody's tall.
yeah, taller than me. Now, but Filipinas would tend to compare themselves. Oh, she has a whiter skin complexion than me. She's more fit than me. So, you know, you compare quietly. So, and also when it comes to status, a lot of women compare themselves. Oh, that woman has more money than me. She already we're at the same age. You know, she already has her own place. She has a car now. She has no she has no children. She has her own business, better body, more luxurious lifestyle. But you know, you can I compete with that kind of woman? You know, there's several options out there. So because not everybody, especially in the Philippines, not everybody has their own money. Not everybody has their property.
Not many people.
Not
do.
many people.
Yeah.
You know, have a good job, and you know, how can I compete with that? Especially if your partner is, let's say,
Just
that's
go,
what happened.
go,
Okay,
yeah.
so how can you compete with that? Especially if you're with a partner, with your, let's talk about cross-cultural relationship. If you're with a foreign partner and your partner, we understand that your foreign partner has a lot of options when it comes here to the Philippines. So, you know, I think as a Filipina, sometimes your intention matters too, your loyalty, and most importantly, I think your character matters too. I think it's not just because of what you offer financially or what you have that you offer. Can you say? Can you say except
Okay.
welcome? What can you say?
About what?
Oh, my diatribe.
Pretty much what it was. Okay. So can you summarize what you just said?
I think for some Filipinas or a lot of Filipinas, they feel a lot. I think they're more insecure.
You think that's just Filipinas? You don't think other women feel the same way?
I'm not really sure, but I think women in general are insecure about what other women have.
Okay.
So if they're in a relationship, you know, that's why maybe that's where the jealousy stems in, because it's interrelated to insecurity, right? So you can say that I'm a little insecure. I'm jealous with that woman. She's more pretty than me. She has more money than me. So, you know, that's where the insecurity comes from. So the fear of not being enough for your partner. What if my partner will look somewhere else because I don't have X, Y, and Z? Something like that.
Okay, I agree. Next point.
Grabe.
Yeah, I agree. What do you? I mean, I agree with what you said. What's your next point?
So do you think, my question to you and to our audience,
Oh, okay. There's a question. All right. Okay.
what's wrong with you, man?
Let's go. There's a question. What's the question?
So do you think that men focus on too much on status and money in their
Here in the Philippines, you think we care about your status? You think the men in the Philippines, the foreign men that come to the Philippines, care about the Filipinos' status?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
No. How would we even know what your status is?
Well, of course, during the vetting process, right? During the vetting process, getting to know each other stage. You found out that she has a business, she has her own car, she has
Okay.
her condo. So
that's cool.
yeah, so isn't that like, this is option number one. This one doesn't have any of the things that option one has. Now, this for option number two, I'll be the primary supporter. So you will choose option number 1. So that means, I think.
Sorry,
maybe,
you will be the primary breadwinner, or the primary in a
Like
relationship?
for example, she has just a meager job, like a job, what do you call it?
7-Eleven, how about that?
Yeah, so 7-Eleven job.
Okay.
So who would you choose between the two? So of course, if you're just looking at it on a financial standpoint, then definitely you win with option number 1, because option number 1,
That's the girl with the good job.
with a good job, has her own place, has her car. So
Here in the Philippines.
Here in the Philippines.
Okay, and so the reason I'm asking is because, and at least I'm thinking, a foreigner is not really going to care. I care that you have a job, because in my mind, I think you should be self-sufficient. You shouldn't depend on me to support you. If we're just dating, we're not married, we're just dating. We're getting to know each other. You shouldn't expect me to support you. Once we're married, you should expect that. Once we're on a long-term committed relationship and we're talking about marriage or planning to marry, okay, now you should expect that. But as we're just dating, we're getting to know each other, you shouldn't expect me to take care of you or to support you. For what?
Yeah.
So
but
you should have a job, but I don't think any foreigner cares what job you have. I mean, if you were, for example, your job, you're a professor at the university, you have a pretty good job here in the Philippines. That's cool, but how does that benefit me?
I mean, isn't that a plus to some
The question stands. The question stands. That's cool. You have probably a top job here in the Philippines, or a good job here in the Philippines. But how does that benefit me?
It benefits you because you don't have to spend your money on me.
Yeah, but that's my choice, right? I mean, I get into this relationship. I'm choosing that. But I understand that if I'm getting in a relationship with someone who has kids, then the kids, it's a package thing, right? But I don't think your job doesn't benefit me because I make what I make.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at it as if you are with a woman with a job, you're not gonna spend as much compared to dating a woman without a job.
I wouldn't be with a woman who doesn't have a job, no matter what her job is.
So you're not even gonna that. My point is that I support my own. I spend money, basically entirely for myself and for the boys, but. Again, it benefits you because it is not your responsibility.
Do you think I would spend less? If you worked at 7-Eleven, would I spend less on you and the boys than I spend now? No. It would be the same. It would be the same.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would. I don't think it would be any difference. You make what you make and I make what I make. So I don't think your job, in short, I don't think your job is a flex for the foreigner. You talk about status. How's the foreigner going to know? I mean, you have a cool job, but how does that give me status? It really doesn't.
It doesn't? Well, I think some, let me just, because I read comments,
Me too. Okay.
I read comments and then I read people or men saying that, oh, my Filipina is this. It's like, flexing that my Filipina is like, what do you call this? Let's say, for example, like, is a nurse, has her own money.
Can I just call you Cheng instead of my Filipina? Would that be okay?
Of course. I don't want to be labeled as someone's
it's like my dog.
A property or something like that. Because that's what I'm saying that because I read that a lot.
Okay.
So, my partner or my wife or my girlfriend has her own job. She's a professional, blah, blah, blah. And isn't that like a fact? She bought the ticket for me and she even booked my flight for me, paid for my trip.
Where did you see that? Where did you see?
It was a long video.
I bet it was. Where did you see a Filipina buying a ticket? I mean, we know of a specific case, but she was reimbursed for it. But where the Filipina bought him a flight. Actually, we know two cases where she actually.
I know, you forgot about it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But can we just agree that that's not common?
That's not common.
That's not common. That's the exception.
Anomaly.
Yeah, that's the exception. It's not really the rule, right? So, I mean, in response to your question, I don't think your job is a flex. I think the fact that you have a job is a good thing for anybody coming here dating a Filipina or dating, a local woman. The fact that she has a job is good because she's self-sufficient and she can take care of herself. We talked about this last night, that she doesn't need you. And that's the thing for me. I require a woman to have a job because if I'm in a relationship, I want to know that she doesn't need me. So if she has a job, she's self-sufficient. That means that when she's with me because she chooses that. She doesn't need to be with me. She doesn't need my money. She doesn't need what I can provide. She wants it and she chooses it. So that's what I like. That's why I prefer a woman with a job.
Okay, gotcha. So maybe Filipinos and foreigner guys are so different, because I think, what I notice is that for some Filipino guys, if their partner has like a good job, they really look at a woman that has a good job.
Well, why do you think that is though?
Because I think
because he doesn't have
a job.
Yes.
He doesn't have a good job. So maybe I was just thinking based on what I normally see here. So that I need to have a good job as a Filipina because the partner is looking for a woman with a good job.
Well, it doesn't hurt, but okay, again, let's just look at the whole thing. How many other Filipinas have the job the same as that are dating foreigners, do you know of or heard of that have a job equivalent to yours?
Not very
Not many. Exactly. So I don't think a good job the bottom line is any foreigner who comes here is probably going to be making significantly more money than the woman he's dating. Would you agree with that?
I agree.
He's going to be making more money than the woman he's dating. And a lot of the dudes, I don't know why, but a lot of dudes come here, they don't require a woman to have a job. To me, I think that's crazy. If you were in the States or if you were wherever you live, you would never date a woman who didn't have a job. A 40-year-old woman who didn't have a job, that would be unheard of. There would be nothing in it for you, but people come here and they do that. It blows me away. I don't get it. But sweetie, I respect and admire you, but your job is not a flex for me.
I know that.
But I'm sure as hell glad you got a job because I'm so glad you have a job.
You wouldn't be with me if I don't have a job.
I'm just so glad you have a job. A good job, and I'm so glad that you're good with money. You have a good job, and you're a good mom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think that's where sometimes, whether we like it or not, a lot of that's where the insecurity stems from not having as much as other women, I think.
All that said, be careful dating single moms here in the Philippines. Just saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah. So I'm also not. It's really hard not to. It hurts because I'm also a single mom, but it's really a tough decision for you to date someone who already has kids.
It is because it's not just an emotional decision; it's a financial decision.
It is.
It is, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it, especially the women. But it's a financial decision because in a case like mine, if I decide to date a woman with kids, now instead of me feeding one person or just two people, now I jump from feeding one person to 3 or 4, right? And that's a big financial decision. I mean, that is going to tax your pockets. So it's not just an emotional decision. Don't date single moms. It's not that. It's about
logical.
It's about making logical, reasonable financial decisions sometimes.
Yeah. So I think this is aligned with what I talked about previously. Men with options. So
what men?
Successful men, successful foreign men.
What do you consider to be successful foreign men?
I think successful foreign men has like established already. They're made man. They already have like established when it comes to their finances. But to a lot of Filipinas, mature men to us already have like accomplished in life. Not really, not necessarily have properties or something like that. Mature in a sense that you've been to a few relationships already, and then you've raised children. Basically what you're doing in life. So I think a successful man is a made man, an established man.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So what's your question? Is there a question here or something for the audience?
Driving into my point.
Okay.
So
Can we drive faster?
yeah, okay. So so men with options who come here to the Philippines, particularly foreign men, they can choose a woman who younger women, successful women, beautiful women, women without responsibilities, and that's the reality.
Wow.
And and that's the reality. So to me, hearing that, especially, I'm just going to speak for myself because I'm a single mom. Okay, so
You got kids?
yeah. So I'm a single mom. So sometimes hearing that can hurt, especially if immediately, if a woman hears that, oh, you think I'm not enough. So, because logically, if you're going to look at it, this option A is better than option B.
Real quick, keep your point. I talk about that in our live stream and in our videos sometimes because we have to. Because if we're talking about single moms, I can't sit here and pretend like you're not a single mom or that I'm not. I have to be able to walk what I talk, right? So if I'm talking about single moms, I have to be able to include you because you are a single mom.
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, whether we like it or not or whatever. And understanding that you're a single mom not because you divorced or separated, but because your late husband passed away. And that is a little different. But it's still, but the financial factors and the mindset, the mindset of a single mom still applies. So I don't say it to rub dirt in your face. But we have to talk about it, right? It's us and me sitting here talking about other single moms and pretending like you're not. It would be crazy. Go ahead with your thought. Sorry about that.
So I think that, this is where emotional maturity comes in. Because not because somebody is good looking on paper, like has everything, not kids, doesn't automatically give you that emotional connection or that genuine love.
Start.
Yeah, so it's a good start.
It's a damn good start.
Yeah, so it's really hard because you still, as a single mother, you constantly need to keep proving yourself that you made the right decision, that you chose me, because we know that there are.
You lost me. I'm sorry.
Like if a single mom dating a foreign partner or dating period, we need to keep proving ourselves, keep proving our partner that you made the right decision in choosing us, despite the options that you have.
Right. But don't you think all women and all men have to do that? It's every day. It's every day.
I know.
You got to keep proving yourself. That's what the vetting process is, right?
Yes, but it's more difficult with that of a single mom because we already have, we're the least desirable when it comes to the dating market. That's the reality. Okay. We all know that you can easily choose a woman without children, a woman without responsibilities. So, it's easy for guys to dip. Yeah, I believe.
Well, you say that easily, but look, let's be real. Out here in the Philippines, 70%, 80%, somewhere between 70 and 80% of women from age 30 above, they're going to have kids. It's a high number. So you can get rid of this one and find another one, but she's likely going to have kids too. It's just what's the situation? It's what's the situation.
That's what differs.
Yeah, and if you find a woman in her 30s or 40s who doesn't have kids, I would be very, very cautious. I'd be extremely cautious. Who's never been married, who doesn't have kids, I'd be extremely cautious.
That gets me to thinking, because you often say that if a woman doesn't have children, isn't that a unicorn, right? When you're 36...
Ain't no unicorns.
Right? No children.
Ain't no unicorns.
No children. Isn't that what you wanted? No children, single?
No, Carolina. Ain't no unicorn.
How is that not a good choice?
Why is she single? You gotta ask. You gotta ask them questions. No. Why is she single?
A lot of women would reserve herself. No. Reserving herself for her partner.
But you're surrounded by a culture of people telling you that getting married and having kids is the best thing in life. Everybody around you is married and has kids. Everybody, right? But you are the unicorn. You don't want, and I'm not saying that there's nobody out there who doesn't want to have kids, but you don't want to get married? You don't want to have kids at all? Neither? No, ain't no unicorns. There's a reason you ain't married, and most of the time it's because that woman is not being chosen by men. I'd say the mass majority of the time, you sit down with that woman a couple of times, and you will quickly figure out why she's not married and why she's never had kids.
Or maybe she's not putting herself out there in the dating market.
Okay, I mean, could be, but why now? Why now then?
Because she's already 40.
Yeah, exactly. The wall smashed anyway. Ain't no unicorns, baby. Ain't no unicorns. And I'm not saying there's not anomalies, but I'm just saying when you meet a woman here in the Philippines and even at home, you meet a woman here in the Philippines that's in her mid-30s or 40s, she's never been married and she don't have kids, ain't no unicorns. Ain't no unicorns.
I thought that, that's why men and women think differently, because in my mind, if you're 36, you're a viable option because
it would be awesome. It would, I mean, on paper, it would be awesome to meet women here in their mid-30s, still, so they're still hot and sexy and all that stuff. But sit down with that woman. Sit down with that woman for a little bit, for a while, and talk to her. And ask her some of those tough questions and see what you find out. You'll find out quick. There's a reason, right? She's got this feminist mindset, or there's a reason that it's not because she didn't want to. It's because she wasn't chosen. It's because men didn't want to be with her. Even think about that. How are you single? How are you don't have kids and you're good looking? Because if you're sitting down with a man on a date, supposedly you're good looking, right? How is that possible? Because you didn't.
There's something.
There's something going on. Ain't no unicorns, baby.
Okay. So it also made me think that, a woman can be rich, but can be toxic.
To be my girl, you just have to be cool.
Okay.
Okay,
so a woman can be...
I've been around you too long.
A woman can be beautiful, but can be disrespectful. We were talking about
all of that.
Yeah. So, we were talking about last night that that woman...
What woman?
The woman that you, like, for example, if you chose a woman on the greener side of the fence, like, that woman can have a better job than you, but maybe that woman would not do what you do with a smile.
Right. You just so the whole premise of the grass being greener on the other side is
what if?
It's the what ifs. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody told me a long time ago, you're just trading one set of problems for another set of problems. That's it. So like you said, this woman might be a headache, but she might cook, clean, do your laundry, do all this stuff, wash your feet, take good care of you, but she's a headache sometimes. Well, you might say, damn, she's a headache. I'm tired of her. And you might say, okay, I'm gonna break up and I'm gonna get this other woman who only has one kid, but she's got a really good job, but she can't deal with problems, right? The moment there's any kind of any kind of discussion, she just shuts down. She can't communicate or whatever, or she just. So you're just trading one set. That's it. That's all you're doing. So the best thing to do is find the woman who gives you the best 80 and who you can tolerate the 20, because she's going to do the same thing with you. And keep that woman and work on the relationship. It's never going to be perfect. It's not going to be 95-5 or it's not going to be everybody's going to have their things that you don't like, just like you have things that they're not going to like. And so just find somebody you're compatible with and work at the relationship. It's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. I think we got this whole idea in our heads that the relationship is supposed to be perfect and everything, there's supposed to be rainbows and unicorns or whatever. It's never going to be that way. It might be that way for a moment, for an hour, for one day, but life brings problems. Life has problems. Problems are going to come and you're going to have to work through those things, and you're going to have to do it together. And if you can't do it together, then what do you got? Then you ready to start all over again? In your 40s?
Starts from scratch?
In your 40s? In your 50s?
I don't think so.
You're crazy.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you think it's going to be better out in the streets?
No.
Than with this man that's been with you for 20 years.
Yeah. So I don't understand, especially if you look at the last video that we just released. They're divorcing their partners 25 years in marriage.
This man ain't hitting on you. He's not a drunkard. He's not a drug addict. He doesn't have a gambling problem. He ain't out in the streets. What are you thinking? What are you think? I don't understand what these people are thinking. you wake up, I'm just not happy. Like marriage is about being happy all the time. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about duty. It's about working together. It's about building something together. You ain't supposed to be happy. Where in life, what place in life are you happy all the time?
You know, that's the part where I like the system of the Philippines, that they're not allowing divorce. You know, because that's the part that I like about not having divorce.
Yeah, but there's always separated people, though.
No, but you know, because you have to work things out. You have to work. This is what the advice. I
can't give you that.
Yeah, but I think this is the advice that a lot of older people tell the younger ones. I mean, during our time, that it's not like when your tongue get burned by something hot, you're just going to spit it out. I don't want it anymore. So it's not, marriage is not like that. So even if your tongue get burned, you still need to, continue eating that food that you put into your mouth, because
I don't know about that analogy, but respectfully, baby, I can't give you that, because look how many people are out here who are separated and who are out in the dating market trying to date another man, and having no chance for a long-term relationship, at least marriage for sure, because you're separated. And knowing that for a foreign man, getting into a relationship with a separated woman here is an absolute no-no. That is an absolute, all kinds of legal problems, too many problems. But look how many married but separated women there are out there. So I respectfully, I can't give you that, though. I don't.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at.
I don't think that's the answer.
I'm just looking at it, the other side of why divorce is not allowed here in the Philippines, because I think that if you marry that person, you have to work things out.
I agree with that, but what if that person is a drug addict? What if that person is beaten?
I think there should be certain circumstances only that you can
not irreconcilable differences, right? So under certain circumstances you should be able to get married.
Yeah,
I'm with that. I have no problem.
Like domestic violence.
Sure, okay.
So that's grounds for separation or divorce.
Okay, I'm with that. But the whole notion that no divorce at all, there are some reasons, right? Look at the other video we did last week, where the woman was siphoning money from their joint account. Now you can't even trust this woman. You got to sleep with one eye open. And she was in his face, disrespecting him, talking crazy after she had stole $22,000 from him, right? You can go on with this woman?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but there's got to be some trust built, and it didn't look like she was trying to rebuild any trust.
Yeah.
So
do what you gotta do. What are you gonna do about it? That's what she said.
What you gonna do about it? Yeah. Yeah. I got to make sure I'm good. I don't know. I don't know about the whole no divorce thing. I think there should
certain circumstances.
Yeah, I think there shouldn't be no fault divorces, right? Where nobody's at fault. I'm just not happy anymore. Make people work through that. But the whole I can't get down with that. No disrespect.
No. So I agree with you.
Okay, you guys, the phone lines are open. Give us your thought. What's the poll look like? You don't have to go through the one. Number one is this. Number two is just what's the poll look like, baby? Come on.
So 73% said happiness depends on the effort. And then 27% said depends on the person. So
all right, and no other answers, right? Okay. All right, so the poll is what it is. The one thing I don't like about this poll is it doesn't say how many people commented. Yeah, how many people responded. So I'd like to know that. But anyway, the phone lines are open. Give us a call. Call in. The number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Give us a call. Give us your take. What's the question? Is the grass greener on the other side?
Yes.
Why or why not? Tell us why and tell us why not. I want to know. I don't think the grass is greener on the other side. I just think you choose a partner that you think you're compatible with, and once you choose that person, you got to vet, you got to do all that stuff, go through the vetting process. But once you choose that person and commit to that person, you work things out. Work things out. If that 20% isn't something so major that are deal breakers, then work things out. Figure it out. Work it out. There's just going to be unhappy moments in your relationship. We have them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. All jokes aside, but we have moments where we don't get along. Come on, man. If you've been together with anybody for any period of time, there's just going to be moments where you get on her nerve, or she gets on your nerve, and she don't want to hear nothing from you, and vice versa. And you just got to work through that. You just got to work through it. Period.
Yeah, and you know, it's not like, for example, one whole day. There's no instance that you'll be pissed or annoyed with that person. You will be, but you have to, you know, breathe in and out, because that's the person you chose. That's the person you love.
If you know, if you mad, you can go sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
The person who ain't paying the bills can go sleep on the couch.
What if we're both paying the bills?
Okay, then we'll flip a coin. We'll flip a coin. Because I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I'm paying some bills. I'm gonna go sleep on the couch.
Yeah, we're both paying the bills, honey. So sleeping on the bed.
Yeah, well,
you know, this is before I got married. Before I got married, when I was young, this is what the marriage counselor told us: that when you're mad, you still need to sleep, or when you're fighting, no one's gonna separate, or no one's gonna stay on the sofa. Or you both need to lie down on the bed and then reconcile and allow the Holy Spirit to...
Let's take a call. Let's take a call, and we'll think about the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
All right. Hold on a second, caller. What's up, my brother from a Bermuda mother?
Hey, Richie. Hi, Che.
Hey, what's up? Why you move
fits
your head?
perfectly.
There you
I'm
go.
just showing my energy.
No, but you move your thing.
Okay.
There you go. What's up, brother? Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. We appreciate it.
You guys told me your sizes, so I remembered.
Yeah, we appreciate the gifts. These are awesome. Perfect fit.
Yep. So, Che, your shirt says where the actual triangle is made from which country to which point.
Yeah. I saw it at the back.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so it shows you how the Bermuda Triangle is actually the diagram where it goes from each country.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are lit. These shirts are lit, bro. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah, my opinion is it's never green on the other side. And like you're saying, Rich, that 80% you could cope with, the 20% is always going to be difficulty. And when you go to a different relationship, you're just changing it out.
That's it.
And then most of the time, too, what happens to a lot of guys, they have 80, and the other girl gives that 20. They chase that 20, and when they get on that side, they realize you're chasing smoke and mirror because all she had was 20.
That was it. That was all she had.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
That's all she had.
I agree.
You know, just to show you a good time and give you the good feelings, and all the rest is just headaches and heartaches.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
I tell you the truth, personally, I know of someone close to me that went through a divorce, and their significant other is now feeling the brunt of it because they thought the grass was green on the other side.
Right. They do it all the time. They do it all the time, man.
And yeah, it's sad. Oh, and to change question earlier. When it comes down to women and what they have, doesn't make a difference to a man. Man, there's respect and honesty and loyalty.
And peace.
You know, having a job, yes, but respect and loyalty is top.
Roger that, brother. Roger that. Right. Yeah, I could not agree with you more, brother. Thank you for kicking. Thanks for kicking it off, Mo. We appreciate you, man.
All right, blessings.
Blessings, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Let the man tell you what's going on. We trying to tell you. We're trying to tell you. I mean, especially it's different with us. I mean, we're out here in the Philippines, and you have a good job, but I mean, I really appreciate the fact that you have a job. I really appreciate that, and I more than I appreciate the fact that you have a good job, I appreciate how you handle money. I appreciate how you handle money because you're very, very good with money, and I'll say that to anybody. The one, when you watch all those Rafi Tufos, the fact that I can trust you, proven that I can trust you with money is a big deal to me, right? Because I mean, if you can't trust somebody, if you can't trust your own partner, what are you doing, right? I mean, you are burning daylight. So that I appreciate more than anything else. The job is a bonus, and the job, as I said, in my mind, the job simply means that you don't need me. It means you don't need me. You choose to be with me. It ain't because, oh my God, you know, if I'm not with him, what am I going to do? You don't have that. You don't have that. But a lot of women out here, they're, you know, they choose a man because they need that man. They need his income, and they're choosing him based on what he can provide. Now, I guess everybody is, but you know what I'm saying. But in our case, you would be fine without me. Yeah, and that's the point.
So
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I think that, you know, let's.
All right, we'll take another call. Somebody saved you. You can think of your next thought.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Go ahead, caller. What you got?
It's Rain.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, so I think Chang, both of you have good points. Chang is saying that if you have a woman with money, then she's contributing. You're not spending as much. Now, and you're right, Rich. You got to have a woman that has money or a job. I'm only going to say this because it bears on this subject. Okay. Peach has her own money, and when I say her own money, her own money. She bought a brand new car. She has a sweet ride. She didn't want me to contribute to that. She paid for that, right? She has property. She's looking for another lot house, right? That's the only reason I'm saying this, because it bears on this subject. Otherwise, I wouldn't say anything. You know, if you get a woman, you get what you get. If you just get a woman with it's not contributing, and she contributes, by the way. She manages the finances. You know, driving in this crazy ass traffic. You know, in Manila, yeah. But she contributes. If you get a woman. I don't know anything about being on a dating site. I haven't had to go that route in my life yet. Hopefully I don't have to. But if you get a woman on a dating site, you're going to get what you get. If you get a woman on a dating site that doesn't have a job or a single mother with kids, you're going to have to support all of that. And when these cats giving these money, just freely giving money on a website, they don't even know anything about the woman, and you especially you really need to learn about the family.
Right.
So you just can't stop there. So you just give these cats tripping out, giving all this money to build houses over there and all of this, and they shock when she screws them over, or you hurry up and get them to America and they run off on you. Well, it's because you get what you get. You didn't vet them. You ain't meet them in person. You ain't vet them online. You ain't boots on the ground. You ain't vet them on any. That just trips me out. So, Peach, we work good together, but she don't need me, right? So that tells me she chose me, right? She's still with me. I'm still with her. So it works. That's the only reason. Huh?
You chose each other.
Yeah, and when we won't go back to the beach and Abu Dhabi. Okay, but she contributes. I contribute. She chose me. She don't need me. She could go do her own thing. She got her own money. She could have took her own self to America. She doesn't want to go to America, right? She's traveled all around the world, literally. She chose not to go to America because she don't need me to get a visa to go to America. If she wanted to go to America, she could do it on her own. It works. That's what happens. If you get a woman here that no job, broke, and especially a woman got the nerve to talking about you got to make 500,000 pesos a freaking month on travel. You're broke ass. You ain't got no prospects. You're gonna still be a broke ass. Probably ain't gonna have. That just tripped me out. That set me on fire. But you know what, Rich? There's going to be simps and suckers that's probably going to fall for that. And you get what you get. That's all I'm going to say. Take care.
Exactly.
Thank you, Ray.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Right? Hey, someone called from Texas with a Texas number. Sorry, we only have one line, so we just got to take time. Call us back in, man. The phone line's open right now. Call us back in. We'll take your call right now, okay? So sorry we couldn't take your call. But I absolutely agree. Same premise. you know, there's so many dudes who come here with the, you know, with the white knight syndrome. They want to save somebody. You know, they feel like if I save her, then she's going to be forever indebted to me, right? And she's going to love me because I saved her. Nah, bruh, it don't work that way. And it's never worked that way. She might say thank you and she might feel some gratitude, but she's going to keep it pushing. If you don't walk with confidence, and if you ain't taking care of your mind, your body, and your pockets, she's still gonna dip on you. She's still gonna be looking for somebody else. We'll take this next call.
Okay.
Caller, what you got?
What's going on, y'all? It's my first time on here, but I've been watching y'all for a while. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. Who's calling? What's your name, man?
My name's Tarek, man.
All right, Tarek. Good to have you on, man. What you got on this topic?
What's the topic again? You pulled it down. I had it on my mind, but I'm sorry.
My bad.
Tell me what it is.
Here you go.
The topic is the grass really greener on the other side?
That's it. Is it better? If you break up with your woman, if you leave your relationship, is it going to get better?
I mean, the reality is it's never greener on the other side because everybody you deal with has problems.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The reality is we all fall short if you are a religious person and understand that we all have deficiencies and flaws and things that come along with us. You know, nobody's perfect. Obviously, some people have more than others, but the reality is, you know, when you get with somebody and you're with them long term, the reality is you are compatible because you've already proven that you can stay with somebody for a long period of time.
Right.
But a lot of people get tired, you know what I mean? And when people get tired, they don't realize that, oh, this is normal. Getting tired is just part of the reality. It's the same thing with your kids. It's the same thing with family. It's the same thing with friends. But you don't treat them the same way that you treat, you know, your significant other after a certain period of time.
Right.
Once that chemical reaction dies down, once that, you know, lovey-dovey thing dies down, you want that same, you know, adrenaline rush that you get in the beginning, but it's no longer there.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of people deal with nowadays, if that makes sense. So no, the grass is not greener on the other side. It really isn't. And I think that's what a lot of people are realizing now.
I absolutely agree with you, Tarek. I just think you're just trading instead of putting in the work. And like you said, you know, I get tired of my kids sometimes. I remember I used to get tired of my kid. Man, I got to get away from you. Go on vacation, go fishing, do something you're passionate about, or do something else. But man, you just put in the work. It's about putting in the work. Even when you get tired of somebody, just put in the work, and you'll be all right. But people don't want to put in the work now.
You're absolutely right, and that's my thing, man. You know, I've been in countless relationships and learned a lot. You know, I'm 35 now, so it's just one of those things where, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not interested in no Western woman no more. I'm good off of that, man. You know, I just came from the Philippines a few weeks ago, man.
Oh, well, okay.
You know, yeah, I was there. I was in Dumaguete. I was in Bayawan. I was in Siquijor. You know, I had a little Filipina out there, and we're talking and everything. So, you know, it's just one of those things where you know, sometimes you gotta explore the world to see how people are living, and I think people are more humbled, at least from what I saw in the Philippines, that they're raised with more humble beginnings, and they value family over everything.
Yeah, when you got the right ones. I agree.
Yeah, and they value a man, you know, at least from what I've seen. I mean, when you got laws in place where they emphasize, you know, no infidelity, going to jail and stuff like that. Obviously, it still happens because it's human nature. But when you have things like that in place, it prevents people, makes people second guess, like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I think, you know, just I wasn't there for a long period of time, but I was there enough to kind of get the vibe that this is a family-oriented place. No question. In comparison to, you know, being from, you know, the States, you know, everybody's to themselves, you know, you have family and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, a lot of our families are broken. Right. You know what I mean? You have countless divorces, countless, you know, children being born out of wedlock, all these different things. So, It happens in the Philippines too, but I don't think it's the same degree as it is, here in the States.
Thank you so much, Tariq, for sharing us your
We
thoughts.
appreciate you calling in, brother. Don't let it be the last time, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to continue watching y'all.
You
Man.
bet.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, that was a good call. Good
Yeah.
call. We also had another call from Washington State. I suspect I know who it was calling from Washington.
Yeah.
But give us a call back, caller, and we'll take your call. Phone line is still open, so go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I think I forgot.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that too. I
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
All right, you saved by the
Thank
bell,
you
right?
so much.
I know you're stalling. You're stalling for time for the next caller to call.
I forgot it.
Yeah. Go ahead, caller. My man.
First and foremost, I paid too much money for that Tempur-Pedic mattress in our bedroom. I'd be damned if I'm going to sleep on the couch.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. I'm trying to tell people, I'm sleeping on the couch. You crazy?
Stay on your side, then.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't touch me.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, but I wanted to bring up the point what James was talking about earlier about people being jealous of the other woman. Like, well, obviously you don't know how she got there. It could be she came from money, or maybe she worked for it. But hey, if you're jealous of that, then you're the one with the problem, not the person with the money.
Right. No, totally agree. Hey, let me ask you something, DG. Do you think? I mean, I know you were dating, way back in the day. I'm not trying to say you're old. We're the same age. But
I'm just a couple of years older than you.
Yeah. But you were dating here back in the day. Do you think dudes really care about a woman's job here in the Philippines?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Right.
I'll say it's not foreigners. We could care less.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. To me, I just care that you have a job, that you're doing something to support yourself, especially if you got kids. But your job is not it's not a status thing for us at all. Right.
I mean, and on the Filipino side, I mean, and Tang knows this, under desire, if a dude is flexing on his wife because she got a better job than him, he's pretty much, I can say this, he's heading big.
Exactly. I absolutely agree. Hey, DG.
After what that means, it means basically the dude's hiding under his wife's dress.
Exactly. And yeah, he's following her instead she's following him. Yeah. DG.
Under desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The video we did with you guys was one of our best videos in the last couple months. We really appreciated having you, and we can't wait to have you guys come back out here. We'll do it again.
Oh, definitely. We'll be back in March.
All right, brother.
You guys are, you guys are invited to our resolve.
We'll be there. Long as both of us are still here, we'll be there. Okay. All right, bro. Take care.
Right.
Bye now.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
All right. Now what? Now you can't be saved by the bell. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I think I watched this or I read it somewhere that if you're with the same person, you love that same person differently on a different level every season. Like, for example, when you met that person, let me expound on that. Okay. So when you met that person, you loved her because of her personality, her character, and all that. And then the next season, she's 10 years older. And then she has this, she's a little grumpy, she's more cranky. But you still love that person, but a different version of her. She's more matured, she's more cranky, but you love the same person, that same person, but a different version. So to me, every season or every year, that person changes. And to me, you still love that person on a different level. You love her, but she's a different person now. Different from how you met her.
Okay.
You hear me?
I hear you. I hear you, honey.
Are you just saying that?
Like, what the hell did she just say?
Yeah, do you even understand or grasp the concept that I'm trying to
on the
say?
real, I do get it. If you love somebody, they're gonna change. You both change, and you keep loving them, even though they might change a little bit. Through over the years, you keep loving them just based on on what you guys have built together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you quoted me for that you, when you start having arguments with your partner, you always go back to the main reason. Why did I choose this person?
Right?
Why did I love this person?
Absolutely.
So because you cannot focus, if you just focus on the negatives, it's easy for you to just, dump this current one and then move on to the next one. But what's the main reason? You wouldn't be together for 2 or 3 years, except that if that partner
Absolutely.
did some rotten things,
Absolutely.
So, but you need to go back and rethink what's the reason why you chose him or her.
For sure. All right, let's take one more call. All right, caller, what you got? What's up, Mo?
For a lot of women, they rate when they're married, they rate it as happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I weren't happy. Love ain't about happiness. Love is about commitment to one another.
Exactly.
Yep, it is.
That's what love is. Love is commitment to one another. Not being because you're happy, because life. What's that? Forrest Gump. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Never know.
Just because you get married, don't think that life is just going to be rosy.
But that's what the movies, that's what the songs, that's what everything social media is teaching women these days, or people these days, is that you're supposed to be happy all the time, and if you ain't happy all the time, you need to leave. And that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That's why there's so many divorces, and plus that women can take half of what you got, but they think they're supposed to be happy all the time or excited all the time. I don't understand that.
Yeah, they need that dopamine fix all the time, and like you said, social media and movies do have a big role to play, and unrealistic expectations,
Absolutely.
The 666 rule,
Right.
Come on.
I got most of them sixes.
But
I ain't got all of them. Yeah. But the point, you make a great point.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
And with women that think this way, they wonder why they can't keep a man, and they wonder why they can't find the so-called soulmate. It's because you're barking up the wrong tree. You're looking for the wrong, attributes.
Right.
Yeah,
they can, and you have these pretty women who can get a man. You're never gonna have a problem getting a man, but they can't keep him.
Yep.
They can't keep him because as soon as she opens her mouth, she disqualifies herself a lot of times. Yeah.
And I could tell you this, okay, most beautiful women don't work on the character and the attitude because they rely so much on their looks.
Exactly.
And that's all they have is just the looks. It's sad, but mostly true.
Well said, brother. Well said.
Yeah. Blessings. That's all I got to say.
I like the salutation. Blessings.
Blessings. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So Mo mentioned something, and you mentioned something, the key word for me to trigger this thought. Social media. I think social media made the situation worse because, people keep scrolling, seeing luxurious lifestyle, perfect couples, younger women, rich men, vacations everywhere.
Right.
Why are you not doing this? Why is she getting that? Why are you not taking me on trips?
Yeah, how come I don't have that life, right?
So I mean, those sometimes a lot of people just flex and they're not really happy with their relationship. Sometimes that's to me fake happiness.
That's fake happiness.
Yeah, to me, because you flex what you have, but we'll continue this next.
Okay.
We'll continue.
All right. Caller, what you got?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good.
Rich and Jang, how's everything?
Doing good. Doing good. Doing real good.
Listen, I want to apologize to you all. I missed last Friday. We had a whole bunch of people over here. They couldn't let me get away to get on the phone with you all. So I said, this time everybody's here and they're going to listen to what I got to say. They will listen to everything. I make sure of that.
We're glad we caught you this time.
Again, great subject matter.
Thank you.
Great subject matter. As always, y'all always on point. As far as the grass is green on the other side, you already know where this is getting ready to go. And the bottom line is that people always wish that they say that you wish they wish you do well, when in the back of their mind they hope that you just fail and fall flat on your face.
Yep.
And that never happens, especially when you're upgrading. And when men get tired of being tired, it's a deep thing. And when women get to a point where they're not going to tolerate it anymore, then we're not going to tolerate it anymore.
Right.
And that's on both sides of the spectrum.
Yep.
And when they upgrade, they first off, they're going to work on themselves. They're going to get themselves to another level, always. And the next time that person sees that male or that female, they're going to wish, oh, shoot, I should have never left them.
Right.
But at the same time, you thought the grass was greener on the other side. But in actuality, you chewing on weeds instead of grass. But that's another story and another talk show. But the bottom line is that you are going to always uplift yourself. And your all's platform is built on the lift up. And I love that because of the fact that everybody has gone through something. A human being has it. Because we're not perfect. But at the same time, we know the levels of what we want and the levels of what we need in our lives. And we're not going to go back and have a bad relationship and then turn around, deal with a person that's not just bad, it's worse. You're not going to go backward, you're going to go forward. And that's both ways, both men and women. It's not going to do it. It's just not going to do it. So on that note, I'm just going to say that the grass is going to always be greener on that other side. And it always will, because you're ready, you're willing, and you're more than able. So that's going to be something that's going to lift you all up always. And again, I must say that this is the thing that takes it to a whole new level. Always, all the time, every time, in time, on time.
Interesting perspective. I like that. Thank you. Okay. All right. Way to kick it
No
off.
problem.
We appreciate you. Don't let it be the last time you call in, brother.
I keep on telling y'all going to see me soon.
Okay. All right. Take care now.
Y'all going to see me soon.
All right.
Y'all take it easy. Have a blessed night, everybody.
You too. Bless us.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now that's an interesting perspective. Like the grass is greener on the other side.
It is always greener.
In your mind, right? In your mind, it's always greener. But I'm gonna say this. I think a lot of times people look to upgrade. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna upgrade and get this other one," right? But I think that's the wrong mentality. I think the first thing you got to upgrade is yourself. You got to upgrade yourself, because there's something. If that's what you got before, maybe she wasn't up to par, but you chose her and she chose you. So what does that say, right? In my mind,
at the same level.
yeah, you're at the same level, right? In my mind, the first thing you got to upgrade is you got to start working on yourself. Figure out, why did I choose a woman like that? Is it because I look like I look and maybe I can't do better? You got to work on yourself, whether that means getting in the gym, maybe working harder at work, maybe, hustling more or on your grind more, whatever it is. But work on yourself more. And that way, when you're trying to upgrade, you qualify for the upgrade. Right now, you at least qualify for the upgrade and you deserve it. And so now people are going to look at you different and you're going to get a different caliber of woman or man. What do you think about that?
I agree with you.
You agree with me?
Yes, I agree with you that the grass will always be greener on the other side, because that's how it's supposed to look like. I mean, when you look at the other fence, it needs to be green. because
This got to get your attention. It's got to attract you, right? All right, let's take another call. Black Box, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
What's up?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Hey, Chang, what's up?
Good.
The reason why people got a little triggered by, not triggered, but responded a certain way when you said about women's background, what women in the West do, when they yell those acolytes the same way, but they do it in a masculine fashion. Well, I make my own money, I got my own house, I got this and I got that. And they flex like that means something to a guy when they don't. Okay? Because women here come off like dudes with dresses and think that's going to impress the guy they want. Because, of course, the women here want the top 10% of men. And those guys don't care. And if they don't get them, they get the Chads and the Pookie and Ray Rays, and they don't care because all they're going to do is give her the and lay on her couch. So, you know, and the other thing about Western women that leads to this is that, I put it in the chat, men sacrifice their happiness for their families. Right. Women sacrifice their families for their happiness.
You got that right.
Here in the West. And that's what's going on right now. Women divorce people because what Rich said is a no fault divorce, but because they're not getting that Disneyland princess treatment and the constant dopamine hit, and don't understand it's about the day-to-day life that's comfort, but they gotta have. That's why they like toxic men, especially women over here. You know that, Rich? They like the idiots that like knocking around outside their head. It keeps them.
They love
going
it.
on.
They love it. It excites them. It excites them.
Yeah.
They
like
on the chaos.
Like they don't know if he's gonna turn into an Incredible Hulk tonight. Right. They don't know.
Right. They thrive on the chaos.
You know, so that was my little 2 cents.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, man.
Take care.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
No, he's right. That's one of the crazy things about being here, or about being at home, is the kind of women, or the kind of men that a lot of women choose, and they know that dude is a bad dude for them. They know he's a bad choice, but they can't help themselves. Anyway. They can't help themselves. They like the excitement, excitement that he's in the streets. You know, I watched the video yesterday, and she said the dude who was in the suit, she just wasn't attracted to him. She liked the dude who was wearing the Timberlands, the baggy pants. That's the dude she liked. And she knew it wasn't good, but she just couldn't stop herself. She just liked what she liked. We'll take another call. Caller, what you got?
Hey, Rich, it's Chang. How you doing?
What's up?
Mark, truck driver.
What's happening, man? We know who it is.
Everything, man. I'm at home. I'm at home in Kansas City, Kansas right now. My truck got to be worked on.
Oh, right on. Okay.
As far as the grass being green on the other side, first of all, let's just look at the men. The men have to change their thinking and they have to rearrange their words. Hypergamy, that's a Eurocentric term. Most women by nature, they want to be taken care of. So they want a man who can take care of them. This man's way is hypergamy. They keep monkey branching. That's not hypergamy. That's a devilish way or a satanic spin that's been put on something natural by God himself. Now, the grass, damn it, water your own grass. Water your own grass and watch it grow. Take care of it and watch the two of y'all grow.
I like
the grass
that.
may look greener, but hey, you don't know. He could be Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right.
He could beat her every day and she out there making it greener. She don't know what it took for that grass to be greener.
It's supposed to look greener.
But if he worked with her, yes, he get a woman that's submissive. The man's job is to teach the woman. That's why it's called the groom. You groom her. So you groom her, you teach her how to take care of the grass, you provide the grass seeds, and she get out there and water the grass, just like you two. Y'all always water at each other. Y'all a cute couple together.
Thank you.
Stay strong.
Thank you. We have a lot of fun. We appreciate you, man. Take care.
Now. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, I mean,
I watered your grass this morning.
Stop.
Before the live stream, I watered your grass.
The grass is supposed to be the grass is supposed to be greener on the other side because it's supposed to be enticing.
I'm gonna water your grass again after the live stream.
Stop.
Right.
But he made a really great point, Adrian did. I think you need to stop looking at the other fence,
Right.
other side of the fence, and water your own grass.
It's an excellent point. Read the comment from Stink Shag.
Stink Shag said, the grass being greener is a personal perception. It could be financial status or it could be emotional stability. To many women who have money are damn near crazy. Give me a broke, sane woman.
Right. I don't want the broke sane woman, but
Sane woman.
I'll take the sane woman
No, the
who
broke
doesn't have much money.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Who doesn't have much money. Real quick. Just want to give a quick shout out and a special thanks.
Thank you, Big Boss, for being a member for 9 months.
We
You must be
appreciate you, Big
liking
Boss.
our content.
We
Thank
absolutely appreciate you, Big Boss.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and not just this, but we appreciate that you watching our videos and
Commenting.
always dropping a comment.
That's
Yeah.
Sorry.
What was
Sorry.
that? Yeah, always dropping a comment and supporting our channel. We definitely appreciate you, Big Boss.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
And also real quick, because we didn't really shout out people here. Malcolm 70's up in here. Roger Walker's here. Stephen McCarroll's here. Stephen, we'll see you in a few days. Chosen One is up in here.
Of course, DG, Black Box, Stink Shag, Ray, Morris,
Obi-Wan.
Big Boss, Oracle, Ronnie. Who else did I miss? I hope I didn't miss anyone.
The group.
The group, yeah.
All right. Did we
Chosen
miss
One,
anybody?
Miss Rhoda. Miss Rhoda's also here. Okay.
Yeah, I think I missed a comment from Chosen One, right? Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
So Chosen One said, my Filipina said she was sick yesterday and couldn't come over. I just got back yesterday from Thailand. Now I hate the Philippines. I'm always getting blamed.
Damn. That sounds tough. It's not the Philippines though, bro. Maybe it's the picker. Maybe we just got to pick different. Maybe, right? Steve McCarroll said, Richie and Chang, I tell people that everyone can contribute something, right? And I agree with that. It doesn't have to be money. It can just be, how about you contribute peace? How about you contribute peace? That's what I'm saying, bro. Right? Tiger Ronnie said, I never consider what type of job my lady had as a flex. Yeah, especially here in the Philippines, I just don't think it's a flex. Again, I know that you have a pretty good job, but it's not a flex to me. I'll say this. There's a sense of pride that because to have your job as a professor, I know you have to be relatively smart or intelligent to do that. So I mean, that makes me feel good. Hey, my girl's a smart girl. She's working on her PhD. That's a cool thing. But it's not, but how does it really benefit me? All right. It doesn't upgrade my
Maybe
status.
not benefit, but put some pride into you, That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I feel prideful.
I don't really care, but as long as what matters to me is I represent you, regardless if I'm a professor or a lawyer or whatever. What matters to me, if I represent you well and I represent the boys well, that's all that matters to me.
And I appreciate that because to me that's what matters. That's what matters is you can take care of yourself without me, and that you represent me in the best light possible.
Yeah, I always say that, not just to myself but to the boys as well. That even if we're not with you, we should be able to represent you the best light possible, even if you're not looking, even if you're not here, because whether we like it or not, we're interconnected. We're attached to each other.
I think Chosen One is on one. Chosen, you want to call us in, man? You call us up and you can rant, bro. I'm giving you official permission. Call it. Go ahead. The number's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Call us up and you can rant. Ching will calm you down. She'll talk you off the ledge, bro. Yeah, give us a call, bro. All right. You want to read Miss Rhoda's comment?
Go ahead. Women's job doesn't matter to you because you are just dating, but your choice will be different if you're looking for a wife. So does it still matter?
It won't matter to me. And Miss Rhoda, you make a good point though. But it's still, she's still expecting me to be the breadwinner, right? If we get married, she's expecting me to be the breadwinner of family. She's not going to support us. So her job is, it'll help. It'll certainly help because she can take care of some little things that she needs to with herself and the boys. But I'm still going to be expected to be the one who pays the rent, who keeps the lights on, and provide for the household and all that stuff. So, all right. So that's my thinking. We'll take another call.
Is it Brooklyn in the house?
Caller, what you got?
Yo, what up? Yo, Fresh. And
Brooklyn's in the house.
What's up?
Yeah, well, this time we're representing here in the BGC. So
That's what it is.
We're waiting for one of her favorite coffee shops to open. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, number one, 2 quick points. One, I want to say, you know, the grass, you know, green on the other side topic. I think it kind of brings into what you were just saying, Rich. I mean, to me, I just feel like you have to work on yourself before you, like, you know, it kind of, you know, I'm thinking of an example to use, but like, you know, I have like a couple of friends, certain times they give up on jobs, for instance. They'll say, oh, you know, I really don't like working with this person in tax or this person in accounting, or I don't like my supervisor or whatever. And then they find themselves, right, jumping from job to job because what they're looking for, okay, what these people are looking for, they're looking for everything to be 100%. Right. Like, you know, they're like, oh, I am always supposed to get along with accounting. I'm always supposed to get along with tax. I'm always supposed to get along with all these people. And now, since I don't have that 100%, you know what I mean? Which they shouldn't be looking for 100%. Like you said, I think you used the 80% or something like that. That's a great analogy. That is a great analogy because people need to accept that other 20% that you're probably never going to get, that's going to make you miserable if you keep trying to think that you are really going to get that extra 20%. You should just fall back and say, yo, you know what? I got my 75%. I got my 80%. That 20% is just not going to happen, and I should be okay with that.
I can deal with it.
You know what I mean?
Right?
So
she's dealing with your 20%.
Yeah, because she's going to deal with my 20%. Like I said, you know, she doesn't like when I say this, but like, I don't like when she puts all of her hair all over the floor and stuff like that. I'm like, she didn't do that. That's like, why can't you just sweep it up or whatever? You understand? I mean, that's probably not a great example, but
it's a good example. It's a good example, bro.
there's just certain things that, you know, I just have to accept, and I'm always going to try to close that 20%, try to get to 19%, maybe 18%. But you know what? I always tell myself, like I said, I think your analogy is like, I think that's one of the greatest analogies that I've heard. Like, look for that 80% and then just expect that, you know what? This person is never going to give me the other 20% because guess what? Am I giving this person 100%? Probably not, because there's probably only 80% of me that's willing to kind of, you know, compromise and do whatever to satisfy this person. So if I'm not giving this person 100%, why on God's earth do I think that this person should somehow? So, you know, I think that's a very great point, man. Like, just thinking about stuff that, you know, is the grass greener on the other side? I mean, it's all about what you were trying to sacrifice. If you were looking for 100% on the other side of the fence, you ain't gonna get that 100%. You know, because the grass is not gonna be 100% greener. But I think, taking into consideration what you just said, the grass will be maybe 80% greener if you were to leave your current situation, because you probably could still get the majority of the happiness that you're looking for. But when you jump to that other side of the fence, just make sure that you manage your expectations and say, yo, you know what? I'm only going to look for 80%, man. I'm not going to look for the 95 or whatever. So the second and last point is about the flex. I don't really care if a girl is a doctor, or I do think it depends on if you're a foreigner or not. Like, I think here in the Philippines,
I think if I were to meet someone and they tell me they're like a doctor, like a lawyer, I'd be like, okay, I don't care. Like it doesn't really matter to me. I think for me, I think it's more about being proud than saying something is a flex. It's like, I am proud of my girlfriend, for instance. She has, her master's, she has a license to teach, so yes, I am proud to actually say that. So I would be very proud of her accomplishments, but I don't think I would look at anyone, and say, oh, this is like a flex. But yeah, definitely being proud of the person you're with and proud of what they're actually doing. I think you definitely should find some kind of, because I do think that it's a good thing that someone did apply themselves in life and accomplish something that they wanted to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
So,
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hey man, holla at your boy while you're here, man.
Yeah, for sure. We got quite a few things. We're actually going to go hit up a women's volleyball game somewhere, and I don't remember where it is, but there's a women's
Asia or Arena Center Kebab.
Probably
I think so. It's one of those things. I was like, wow, we never went to, we never checked that out, and they had the Miss Universe coronation or something like that. That was actually cool. But yeah, the volleyball for the Filipinos sounds like a pretty good deal. So we probably hit that up and probably do like a rooftop or something like that. But nah, definitely, man. I love this topic. This is literally one of the best topics, because I really think a lot of people could learn from this, not just from the relationship standpoint, but just anything in life. Like, if you're not happy with your job, don't just leave, for $15,000 or $20,000 more or whatever the case may be, because you might go over there and you might get that 15 or that extra 20,000. But guess what? You might be miserable over there because now you're working for a manager that isn't as nice as your previous manager.
Yep, I've done that before.
So,
I have done that before.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, bet, man. Thanks. See you soon. Yeah, I've done that before. I left a job and got paid 30% more. Right? I'm like, 30% more. Man, the managing partner could not stand him. Could not stand. Super condescending. And anyway, the grass ain't always greener.
Yeah, so Young Fresh said, I think dating a teacher can be a real flex. Of course, I'm a bit biased since I believe teachers are often overworked and underpaid. There's a lot of truth to what you're saying, Young Fresh, because here in the Philippines, that's one of the jobs that are overworked. You remember me ranting to you about giving me so much stuff, but
I just remember you ranting.
Yeah, but we're overworked, but we're underpaid.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me take a moment and say I don't look at it as a flex, but I am proud of you. I mean, I am proud of your accomplishments, and I think you look for somebody who's on par or where you are, right? And I am
someone
proud.
who has a goal.
Sure, I'm very proud of what you've accomplished and what you're continuing to strive for. And but I don't look at it as a flex. But I would definitely say I'm proud of you for it, for sure.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Not a flex, but at least your partner is proud of what you've accomplished or what you've done.
Right. Okay.
And what am I going to say? I forgot again.
Oh no.
Yeah. But read.
Yeah.
Chosen.
Would you read the comments?
Chosen one said, I don't want to talk about Thailand. I'm here to complain about my Filipina and the Philippines. I'm feeling some type of way. Call in.
Call in, Chosen. You can call in and rant, man. Well, all listen. You got 42 other people here to listen to you, and yeah, give us a call, bro. All right. In the meantime, all right. What's your next point? First, let's look at the poll. Let's look at the poll real quick. And see where the poll is.
Okay, so it's still 73 and 27.
Right. If you guys haven't already put your answers in the poll. You can 1, 2, 3, or 4. All you have to do is push the number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 and press enter to make your choice. See how quick that was? Yeah, see, press 1 if you want to choose rarely. Press 2 if you want to choose depends on the person. Cool. Press 1, 2, 3, or 4 to lock in your vote and press enter, and that's it. That's it.
Men and women are so different.
We're very different. Press 1 or press 2.
as the boys are growing, honey, and then we're just in the apartment, I realized every day I have a realization, boys are so simple. They're so
We
simple.
are.
You can eat chicken every time you can eat chicken. I can just feed you anything.
What I tell you? What do I eat? What do I eat? Almost every day.
Chicken every day. My God.
Chicken with something.
And
Chicken
then,
with something.
I don't have to tell you to take a bath because you're not gonna take a bath.
Right. I'm gonna take a bath.
Yeah, not you, the boys.
Sometimes,
I'm talking about the boys.
Right.
The boys.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes
I don't want to take a bath, Mom.
No, look, my mom was a doctor. She said
It's not good to take a bath
every day. She said it's not good to shower
that's the boys who tells me every time now.
Yeah.
Dad said.
Yeah. You gotta wash, but you don't have to shower every day or take a bath every day.
Yeah, that's what they tell me now, huh?
All right. Chosen said he don't want to talk about it, right? He don't want to talk about. Oh no, he said he don't want to talk about Thailand, right? He's not here to complain. I'm here to complain about my Filipina and the Philippines. I'm feeling some type of way, is what he said. Okay. All right. Well, you can call in, brother. You can always call in. All right. So let's get. What's your next point in the?
My next point is about social media, and suddenly when people look or so into social media, a lot of people get easily dissatisfied with the life that they currently have.
Right.
So, for example, you start comparing your partner to a couple or a stranger that's online. You don't even know how they are off camera or behind the camera.
No idea.
So, comparison is dangerous because no relationship will survive if you keep comparing your relationship with another person's relationship, because you have a different dynamic. So instead of appreciating of what you currently have, you tend to compare it with other people, and you see the deficiency there. This is what's lacking in my relationship. I want to have that. But how can you be so sure that they're not lacking anything also?
What is it that drives social media? How does social media advertising drives social media, right? Advertising. So I wonder if people ever think that the reason that they're getting people to compare their life to somebody else's life because it makes people buy. It makes people buy stuff, right?
Makes you travel.
It makes you want what other people have. It makes you compare your life to other people's life. And so you're always trying to upgrade, as if that's going to be the key to having a better life, is getting what somebody else has. That is what drives social media. They want us to not be content. They want us to not be happy. They want us to compare our lives to other people's lives because we buy. We will go out and buy stuff to get what they have, to be like them. We'll go out and buy stuff. That's what they want. And as long as you get sucked into it, then you end up doing exactly what they want.
Yeah, and also social media gives you a whole bunch, or makes you think that you have options. And having too many, you might have options, but having too many options can become unhappy sometimes.
I think sometimes having too many options is just as bad as not having any options. It's because now you how do you focus on one thing? If you got 10% here, 10% there, 10% there, how do you focus on something when you got your mind all over the place instead of just focusing on one place?
Yeah, it's like similar to multitasking. You cannot give your 100% to a specific task you're doing if you're focused on other things.
And
also.
yet you keep doing it. And yet you keep trying.
Oy. No, you see, I cannot talk and work.
But you keep trying.
I tried because you see.
What do I say? Can you talk and work?
Yeah, I cannot talk and work.
No, but you keep. If you're working and I talk to you, you'll stop working, right?
Yeah, because
and you'll start talking, right? And I'm like, hey, can you talk and work? All right, then go back. Then just go back to work, right?
Yeah, because honey, I want my full attention. Whenever you're talking, I'll drop everything and then I'll listen to you.
All right. Would you like to read the comment by
Of course, Stephen.
Who, by the way, is either. He leaves tonight, I think. Yeah.
From where? From there. Yeah, so Stephen McCardle said, it's all about chemistry. Chemistry is quicker with good looks. Will you love each other when times are really tough?
I will. Colin, what you got?
Yeah, it's Ray.
What's up,
So
man?
just to follow up on that 20%, You hey, the grass ain't always green on the side. That the other 20%, you jump the fence to get on that other yard. That 20% might not be something you want. So, because I was with a woman, everything was cool, right? Everything was cool until she started listening to all her friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could do better. You should do this and do that.
Girl.
You know, I didn't even sweat it. You know, I was like, okay, you can be replaced. Okay, see you later. Bye. And she was kind of like, you ain't upset? Nope. Hey, then she got the nerve to keep calling. Then she gonna I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. Hey, that's a wrap. You don't show me who you are. You know, that's what happens. You on this social media, listen to your friends. You can get upgrade. Hey, I was in my mind. I'm gonna be fine. You can be replaced. There's one, but hey, there's a lot of women out here with boxes. Hey, it takes more than a box and all this other stuff. I don't, this social media and stuff. Hey, it was pretty good, but I was like, I don't need the stress. I don't need the headache. Deuces, and that's what it was.
That's what I'm
Never
saying.
saw her again. And then her friends say, her friends got to know, man, she was stupid for dropping you. I'm looking at her like, when you the ones that, hey,
Yeah, because she was trying to get in. Because she was trying to get where she fit in. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Thank you, Ray.
All right, later.
We appreciate you, man.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you so much, Young Fresh, for the super chat. Happy Saturday from Kate and Jerry.
Thank you, Kate and Jerry. Appreciate you both.
Mm-hmm.
You guys enjoy that coffee.
Yes. Hope you're having a great time at BGC.
And there's another super chat.
Another
Christopher
one.
Michael. What's up, Christopher Michael?
Thank you.
Appreciate that super chat, man.
What's up, guys?
Appreciate that super chat, brother.
929.
929. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Right there. Okay. Did we do that one already?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so chemistry is quicker with good looks. Will you love each other when the times are really tough? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. You know that? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Budweiser. It's a commercial. I remember. You remember that commercial?
Every day, y'all. Every day is just like this. Every day. Yes, man, I remember the commercial. Right.
Okay. So anyway.
let me ask you. I mean, on the real, do you feel like you're the kind of person who's going to stick it out when things get tough?
For sure. Been there, done that.
Been there, right? Exactly. Which is something. Which again is something that I really like about you.
Thank you.
There's a lot of redeemable qualities about you. And that's why, to me, I stick it through. It's not because you're the most beautiful or you're the smartest.
I know I'm not.
In my mind, you are.
Thank you.
In my mind, you're beautiful. In my mind, you're smart. But other people may not see it that way. But I don't really care. It just matters what I think, right?
Yes.
But you have so many redeemable qualities that make it worthwhile. With all your 20%, your 20%.
I know, right? It can be a lot.
It could be a lot.
It looks like more than 20 sometimes because it might be overwhelming, and I understand that. Sometimes I look at you, and sometimes I get pissy. But you
look at me and get pissy.
Sometimes
For what?
you get in my nerves sometimes. Honey.
I get in your nerves.
I get on your nerves. I get on your nerves sometimes. And sometimes I want to. But
I get on your nerves.
Yes, you get on my nerves.
I got you.
You get on my nerves sometimes.
Okay, there you go.
But that's like 2 minutes, and then I'm okay. I'm okay. I love you. I'm not gonna trade you for anything else.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
You can do a lot worse.
For sure. I know let me say that our conversation the other 2 days ago, I think it made me appreciate you even more.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Ray Bear is here. I am dating a Filipina in her late 20s with no kids. We have been dating for 11 months now, and so far she has been great. Continue vetting and don't stop vetting. Don't stop.
Ray Bear, question for you. You say you've been dating her. Now, is this a long distance relationship thing, or are you dating her where you're seeing each other
person.
Every day like that, or what kind of relationship is this? This is a while ago, but yeah, if you can answer, I'm curious to answer that question, right?
Yeah, because it's very, very important. You can count the months that you've been talking online, but it's so much different when you're together.
It sure as hell is. It sure as hell is, right? Okay.
Yeah. So Black Buck said, "I hear you, Derek. Not everyone can get what they want. I sacrificed my 20s and bad choices with dating, and I guess not everyone gets to have a happy ending."
Right.
And I think you choose your ending. You choose.
You can.
You can.
If you're lucky. If you're lucky. Sometimes it gets chosen for you. Okay. Good.
But life is what you make of it, out of it. Help me out, please.
Life is what you make of it.
Life is what you make of it, right? So there will be moments where there are low moments.
Where I get on your nerve.
But you keep looking at that person as this. I love this person. So okay, later I'll be okay.
I have one or two redeemable qualities.
Oh, you have plenty of redeemable qualities.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
You're a real good man. Chosen One said, everybody in the Philippines is married but separated. She won't tell you, but she is. Not everybody. I don't like saying
married
everybody.
but separated?
I was married, but I was not separated at all.
You sure?
Yeah. You want the cinema now?
I know about your cinema.
Yeah, but yeah. Big Al is here. Hello,
What's up, Big Al?
Nice picture.
I like that. I like that picture. Yeah.
Huh? I agree and like the no divorce law here because spouse usually work harder to make the marriage work. For the most part, honey. But I think that I agree with what Chosen One said earlier that she won't tell you, but she's separated.
I think a lot of women, they'll reel you in first, and then they'll tell you. A lot of women will reel you in. That's been my experience. They'll hook you first, and then they'll tell you because then they figure,
you already
I got him now. You ain't
now.
gonna leave me now. Yeah, but I hear you.
So. Chosen One said, "Slick, most guys don't ask unless they want to marry."
No, I ask up front. I've said a whole bunch of times, you have to ask tough questions. But I think there's a good point here that a lot of dudes don't want to hear the answers. They're afraid to hear the answers to those tough questions because she might disqualify herself or he might be disqualified. And they're looking at this girl thinking, wow, she's pretty, she's this, she's that. I don't want to ask these questions because if the answers ain't, if it's not what I want to hear, then this might end everything. No, I want to know up front. I want to know right away. I want the answers to these questions. Time is the most valuable commodity I have. Why am I going to waste it on some girl who's not going to be a long-term project?
Yeah,
I ain't got time
whether
for all
you're going to marry her or not, because it comes with a lot of, it comes with a lot of, I forgot the word.
Yes.
Complications.
Okay.
It comes with a lot of complications. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stephen McCardle said, effort is proof of faith. Faith is required for any relationship. Listening is a skill. I have to be better at that.
Me too.
Black Box said, sometimes, but I have tinnitus, so I can't hear myself from all the ringing in the... Maybe I have that.
Yeah. I talk, but I don't have tinnitus, but I still talk to my ear.
I'll give you tinnitus.
There's ringing in my ear from her talking sometimes and screaming in my ear all the damn time. I remember last night we were on the balcony. You were right next to me. Hey, you know what? I'm like, goddamn. Damn, I know you're right next to me.
I thought the car, so because I could hear you because
I'm like, goodness, come on now.
That was
like, do you know you right next to me?
No, sorry, I apologize for that. Ted Berry said, "Hey Ted Berry, I think that's a new name.
What's up, Ted?
Hello, thank you for watching. I told my ex-wife not to try and manipulate me by using the D word after 14 years. Guess why she is my ex?"
Exactly. Divorce.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. if they're threatening divorce, they're already thinking. They already have an
Yes,
exit
they're already
plan.
thinking.
Yeah, they already have an exit plan. They just haven't put it in motion yet, or at least not to your knowledge, right? So yeah, so it's clear why you end up getting a divorce, man, and hopefully you're happier as a result.
Thank you so much, Big Boss, for your super chat. Looking forward to my yearly Mother's Day flowers from my former team. You may not be a woman, but you're some mother.
I like that.
That cracked me up.
Yeah.
I like that.
You don't have to be a woman, but you're still a mother. Right?
We don't want the next word.
Right.
Okay. So.
But back onto this. I talk to myself all the time. I just talk out loud. I talk my thinking, kind of. What?
Chosen one said, it's okay to talk to yourself as long as someone doesn't answer back.
Yeah, no, as long as you don't answer back, right? Or someone you start hearing voices. Woo! Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I just say what I'm thinking because I spend so much time alone that I just say what I'm thinking out loud. And
you can talk to me, honey.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't hear.
Yeah, you can message me. You call me.
No, I ain't got time for all that. I don't got time for all that. I got to work.
Call me.
No, you working, stretching.
I know, right? That's why sometimes I message you in the afternoon, honey. Sorry for messaging just now.
No way. I know what you're doing. I know where you at. Yeah.
So, DG said, slick, there you go. I always win the argument with myself.
I never lose. I'm 146 and I never lose. Never lose. When you start losing that argument, you in trouble, Jack. You are really in trouble.
So Blackbat said, mostly Western women get bored and leave marriages and relationships because that dopamine hit is no longer hitting them the way it used to be. Yes.
I totally agree.
There will come a time that the relationship will get boring, and boring is good. Because that's stability, honey. For me, boring, that's stability. You've already established what triggers you, what not triggers you. So it's calmer now.
I would tell a woman from jump, I'm boring. If you don't like boring, don't F with me. Don't even F with me because you're wasting your time. I want to be boring. If you're looking for dopamine, if you're looking for excitement, I'm not that man. I'm not that ninja. I'm not him. Because to me, like you said, boring means stability to me. I'm stable. I'm posted up. We could sit around. We could talk. We can go here. We can do some walks or some runs or whatever. But if you're looking for excitement, you got the wrong ninja.
So Adrian Marshall, just like what he said in his previous call, cut your own grass and water it and see it grow. So the Oracle said,
What's up, Oracle?
Miss? Hello, Oracle. Our topic for today is the grass really greener on the other side. So with a few exceptions and boundaries in general, if I love you and vice versa, we stay, we talk respectfully, and we work it out.
You got to work it out.
Yeah, you work it out.
You know what? The moment I read that, I knew you was going. I knew you were going to do it, yeah. But you just, I mean, that's part of the deal. But I think in today's world, people want the quick fix. They don't want to work it out because they want the easy and the quick. They don't want to put in work. And I think that's one of the biggest differences. And you're incentivized to divorce. A lot of women especially are incentivized to divorce because they can get half. And now guess what? They don't have to work.
They only want the convenience and not the inconvenience. Right. I'm a gold digger. Yeah.
I know he's joking, but
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's why kick me out.
Right. You know what? Real quick, I think that's cool because we know Oracle. I mean, we know who he is, and so we know he's joking, right? We know he's joking, and he's just BSing. But I just think that's cool. It just kind of shows what kind of good quality family we have in our audience. Yeah.
So Chosen One said, "I need a beer. Just one thing makes me forget." So Blank Paper, hello Blank Paper.
What's up, Blank
Paper? There's a picture now. Okay, so whatever green grass you chose, you still have to put in work. water and tend to your lawn to keep it green.
You gotta water it. You
have
gotta
to
seed
maintain it.
You gotta mow it. You got you gotta take care. You gotta put into it.
Take care of your own lawn and don't look at another else's.
You want me to mow your
lawn.
grass?
It's already mowed.
Man, come on, man.
Ay.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right.
So Miss Rhoda agreed with blank paper.
Where we at? Let's see.
This is a good point.
Okay, sorry.
Stephen McCardle said, people want what they can't have.
Of course they do.
Especially women. I think that, and I notice, I've seen that there are women who want a man who's married. They want a challenging man. They want
like that dude.
They want a man that they cannot have because that man is already committed. It will be like my trophy if I get this man.
Right.
So I think there are women like that. Create chaos.
That's what they do.
So the article said, yes, Rich, attract what you want, don't chase it.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Jermaine is
What's up, Jermaine?
Hello,
What's happening,
Jermaine.
man? What's going on, brother? Actually, Jermaine, I want to mention we didn't get your package. I know you sent the package a while ago, but we haven't received it as of yet. So I just want to update you on that.
Okay.
But we're looking forward to it for sure.
Big Love said, grass always greener over or near cesspool.
I like that. Right? It always grows.
Cesspool.
A cesspool is like a pool of goop, just nasty, dirty, functified water. Yeah.
Stagnant water.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. Okay.
The oracle said, I learned a long time ago, women say they like nice men, but they are attracted to confident men with attitude.
Yeah, and they're attracted, and a lot of women, especially the toxic women, they're attracted to bad men. They're attracted, because a lot of them you'll find haven't had quality men in their lives.
Yani, they want toxic men, right? You said? Or bad men. They want bad men. Some women want bad men.
Yeah.
Because you are what you attract. So I think if you're a bad woman, you attract bad men. If you're a good woman, you attract good men. So smart, no?
What would I do without you? What would this show be without you, baby?
Yeah,
No, but you make a valid point. Seriously, you are what you attract, right? You are the sum of the people around you, right? So if you like toxic, then that's what you're used to. That's what you want. That's what you attract, right? So you make a good point. I just like to give you crap sometimes, but it's still a good point. It's a very good point.
You want a bad man? That maybe you need to look at yourself. You're attracting bad men. Maybe I'm a bad woman myself.
Or maybe if you want a toxic person, maybe you like to talk. Yeah.
Or maybe you're toxic too. That's why you talk.
That's what I said.
Yes, that's what you said. So Jermaine said the divorce and family court system incentivizes women to
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Okay. All right.
Affordable housing TV.
Yeah.
Water your own grass. And first of all, thank you for watching. And where are you watching from? Thank you so much. Affordable housing TV. But the houses are affordable. Okay. Blank paper said that happiness, sacrifice, affirmation. Preach, brother. Preach.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's about the work you put into the relationship. It is.
So the oracle said, in my experience, women have the next guy lined up before they leave the relationship.
Absolutely.
So isn't that like, if you're going to put an analogy to it, similar with jobs? Before you leave your job, you have to have, before you resign on your current job, you have to have one standing by.
Right. Yeah, and you just made the analogy, and a caller made the analogy about a job earlier.
Yeah, that's Jerry.
And yeah, Jerry did, and I think it's a great analogy because, you might leave your job thinking that there's another job on the horizon or something better, but in fact, you end up jumping from job to job instead of having stability. Why don't you just work on yourself, work on what you have, and make it better? Unless you're in a bad situation. In that case, why did you get in that situation? But who knows? But my point is, why don't you just work on the job you have right now, right? And focus on what you got, focus on what you're doing, and look, as you build yourself, look to increase what you got going on.
I was talking to a colleague, and he was like, I'm ready to resign. I have blah, blah, blah. Well, this is your second year. I mean, you wait it out on the third year, and then you'll be tenured. You have to sacrifice something. We've been through the same
People don't
thing.
wanna wait.
Yeah, we've been through the same thing. I went through the same thing. Like when you're on probationary period, that they'll give you all the tasks. They'll bombard you with everything till you give up. Now, don't give up. You're already on your second year, and I'm like, if that's your choice, then
it's like going through law school.
Yeah, if that's
the first year it sucks. The first year it sucks.
First and second year.
Second year it sucks more, and then the third year you're in cruise control. Yeah, but you gotta ride it out.
You have to wait it out. Be patient, because the moment you're tenured, you don't have to listen to those people.
Right.
They're not the ones giving you your salary.
Right.
So the Oracle said, I like the grass shaved or neatly trimmed.
I like my grass neatly trimmed too, Oracle. Neatly trimmed, not shaved, but neatly trimmed.
What grass are we talking about?
And I don't mind mowing the grass. I don't mind mowing it myself if I have to. Yeah. If the grass isn't trimmed, I don't mind mowing it myself. All right. Hey, Slick Rick said, Miss Rhoda, call in with your take. We would love to get a take from any of the women in our audience to weigh in on this conversation because we love to get a woman's point of view.
Okay. Big Boss said, my one comment on topic, grass only looks greener if you're not sophisticated or experienced enough to know the real deal. Okay, now back to regular Big Boss and BS.
No, but he makes a great point, though. He makes a great point, right?
So, Ty, read that?
I like black grass better than green grass. But you can read it?
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, okay. I'm overthinking. Okay, so Chosen One said, should I call in? I wasn't prepared to talk about it. If you're not ready to talk about it.
I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, don't. But we're inviting you to call in. You got a whole clan of fam here to support you, bro. All right. Let's see. Marquise Jones is in the house. What's happening, Marquise?
Hello, Marquise. Thank you so much for participating in our poll. So, Affordable Housing said, however, comparisons can help you improve too.
That's true. I mean, there's some good things to comparing, right? I mean, how do you know how to level up or where you need to level up to?
Yeah, if you're not going to compare yourself.
If you don't see other things or other people, right? So there are some good comparisons out there. But I think I do think that there's a point where you just have to be content with who you are and where you are in life. Right, that you're working as hard as you can work, you're grinding, you're taking care of your family, your family's happy, your kids are doing well, your family's doing well, and be content with that and be happy with it.
Yeah, I think piggying back on what you said about contentment, I think that's where happiness starts growing. When you're content with what you have, it doesn't mean that you're just okay with what you have. You're happy with the choices that you made. That's where happiness grows fully. So the article said social media can be used to educate or teach, but it can also be the devil for relationships.
I totally agree. I totally agree. There is good in social media. There's some good. I mean, I just think there's a lot of bad points in the things that people use social media for these days. They're still good. You just have to look at the positives, I guess, right?
Okay, so the Black Box said, as long as the comparisons are based in reality, it can help, but it is rooted in social media or movies, music, etc.
Right.
The Oracle said, I've seen women who can't give up the attention of 100 random men on social media for that love and attention of one man that loves her.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing these days is that the women they crave the attention. They crave. I mean, the things that women will do online, or you know, just the moment anything happens, straight TikTok, right, or Instagram. The moment anything, they want the attention. They want the instant validation. They're seeking. They need someone to pay attention to them. And we're past the point where one man is enough. For a lot of women, one man is no longer enough. They need validation
because
from a lot of people.
They want that adrenaline. They want that adrenaline every time someone slips or message them in their DMs. Slides a message in their DMs. Oh, you know, they think that that person is genuinely interested in me. You know, and that's just, you know, that man is trying to do the nasty with you.
Of course. Isn't it funny how women will say, oh, men only want one thing. But if you know that already,
then why?
Yeah, and dudes are sliding your DMs, and everybody's coming at you the same way. But who's the sucker? Who's the simp? Who's the foolish person for allowing them to get in the draws? Right? If you knew that from jump. Right.
Young Fresh said, "Happy Mother's Day." Thank you so much.
Did you read the last?
Yeah, Kate wants some advice on Pilates or yoga spots in Manila. So I think where you are in BGC, there are yoga studios there in BGC.
Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. You tell them if they want some advice, they got to come to dinner with us.
Come to dinner.
You want some advice? Come to dinner with us.
Yeah,
she can give you plenty of advice. Not just kidding.
Yeah, but I think there are yoga studios in BGC, and I think there's one. I can't remember the name of that Pilates studio in BGC. They offer reformer Pilates if that's what you want.
Okay.
So Raymond said, Peach and I have our times we get on each other's nerves, but it's not worth breaking up. No one is perfect. The hair on the floor gets to me too. And thank you so much, by the way, Young Fresh, for the Mother's Day greetings. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, Miss Rhoda.
Definitely. And for all you mothers out there and all you mother F's out there,
happy Mother's Day.
Right?
Yeah, stay off my lawn. It's like Plants versus Zombies, right? Stay off my lawn, bro. And then you're going to throw.
It's like Friday.
Huh? I'm a younger version. I know Plants versus Zombies.
Okay. All right. I don't know what that is, to be honest.
Plants versus Zombies?
No, never heard of it.
The game? Really?
Never heard of it. Yeah. What kind of game is it?
It's like you're going to plant like pea shooter, and then watermelon catapult, and then there are zombies going to your lawn and then eat your brains.
Alrighty. Okay, great. Okay.
KB.
What's up, KB? What's happening, man?
Hello, KB. Hey, fam, late but not absent. Okay.
All right, we got all the way through it. Did we? We did. Okay. What's your next point?
My next point is hold on. A lot of women here, like a Filipina perspective. So a lot of women, there are some women waiting for some relationships to fail so they can have you or they can have a chance. You know, they're secretly trying to be your friend, but sometimes men or women, they're secretly trying to be your friend, trying to, hey, how's it going? How is blah blah blah?
How's Chang?
How's Chang? But in reality,
I get what you're doing. I feel you. I hear you. They hear you.
Yeah, but they're just asking, how's Chang? But I know what they're doing. They're trying to waiting for me to slip so they can have their chance. You know, men and women do the same thing. Oh, how's your boyfriend? Blah blah blah. Right? So and then not doing this right. If I'm that, you know, they say they do certain remarks like that. Oh, if I'm that, I would do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Okay.
They're next batch, right? They're just they're waiting their turn, trying to get in with it.
How do you call it in the Filipina? Next.
Still next. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not next bat though, huh? Right.
Opportunist.
Yeah, an opportunist, I guess. Yeah.
So waiting for the next opportunity to come.
Don't give them an opportunity.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, we've been talking about that. You know, you don't open the door. Don't open the door.
Give them an opportunity.
But I think that whether the partner open the door or not, it is always your choice if you allow the door to be opened or not.
I don't know if I agree with that. But I don't know if I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think like you said earlier, or we both said earlier, we're vetting every day. We're always vetting. And I think, there's the small things, there's that 20% that you just got to be okay with and just say, hey, I'm just going to have to deal with this 20%. But then there might, but in that 20% might be some deal breaking stuff. It might be. So you just don't want that deal breaking stuff to be part of that 20%. Because everybody's got deal breakers, right?
Yes.
I mean, if my 20% was me socking you in the eye, right? That's 20%, but that's a deal breaker, right?
Sure.
So everybody's got, deal breaking stuff. So you just don't give them opportunity. Yeah.
So if that 20% is not a deal breaker, then work through it.
No, I think you're trustful. I trust you. You got to be trustful. You got to be loyal. You have, we both have a job in a relationship, right? That's what I think. I know my job. As long as you know yours, then we'll be all right.
Yeah. So I think sometimes women forget their value, especially Filipinas, because they're too focused on what they cannot offer financially. And I think that Filipinas forget that there are certain traits or values that money cannot buy. Care, softness, femininity, loyalty, emotional support, and of course the family values. So I think it doesn't necessarily have to be always with money or equate to money, but what do you call those traits? You say
redeemable qualities.
Redeemable qualities.
Right.
I like that. I like how you use that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have a limited vocabulary.
Yeah, of course, yeah. You're my walking thesaurus.
Anyway, look, we're at the end of 2 hours. I think this has been a pretty good live stream. A lot of good calls, some good points. What's your closing thoughts? What's your final thoughts? Is the grass greener on the other side?
I always think that it's not greener on the other
Looks
side.
good though.
It looks good because it should appear to look good. But you should always look at your own backyard, look at your own grass, make sure it's well watered so it can grow. Well watered
and trimmed. And trimmed. Don't forget trimmed.
Yeah, it's well watered because it's up to the both of you to cultivate that. Nurture the grass.
I'm gonna cultivate the grass after this live stream.
It's up, well, seriously, it's up to the both of you to cultivate that grass, nurture that grass, and make sure it's well maintained.
Sure.
It's up to the both of you. You don't need to look elsewhere. You have to work on it.
I think you just have to. You got to vet carefully from jump. You got to ask. Someone was saying, the chosen one was saying, they all turn out this way. You got to ask. You have to ask the tough questions. You got to ask the tough questions. I mean, find out. Why not do as much as you can to find out, are we compatible? Do I want to move forward in this relationship as it stands? You ask the questions. She gives you answers, right? So, and if the answers don't, maybe she might not qualify. Then you move. You keep it pushing. So I just think you just have to be willing to ask those tough questions. And you have to be willing to get in the gym. You got to be willing to better yourself, to work on yourself, no matter what that means. If it might be financially, if it might be physically, whatever it is, you got to be willing to work on yourself to be the person that a quality woman wants too, or a quality man, whatever you're doing or wherever you are. But you have to be willing to be the person that they're looking for as well.
So I think that this live stream topic came out because of our conversation 2 days ago. And I think that...
What was our conversation 2 days ago?
I called you and I asked you, was there ever a time that you think that the grass is greener on the other side?
What was my response?
Logically speaking, the grass is way greener on the other side. And I think that, because I start to think, am I enough for you? Am I offering the same the same things that you offer on the table, because I know that you're a good man. You offer a lot of things on the table, and logically speaking, I'm not the best choice out there.
No, you might not. You might not be the best choice.
So in my mind, I might not be the best choice out there, or is there someone better for him? You know, someone might be out there that might be better for him, better than on paper,
right?
Yeah, on paper, better on what I can offer, because I can try as much as I can to give you the best that I.
But relationships aren't made on paper. Relationships aren't made on. Guaranteed, there's a woman out there who might be taller, who could be prettier, who could be smarter, whatever. Guaranteed. Maybe she doesn't have kids. Maybe she has a better job. Who knows? Guaranteed. But it's just, again, it's a whole new set of problems. It's a whole new set of problems. And why not just focus on what I got right now? Your 80 is way better than most women's 80. I understand that. Your 20 might be comparable to some other 20. But I know you're loyal. I know I can trust you. And to me, I know that you're respectful. And for the most part, you bring peace. Sometimes you. But but I think that's something to work with. And for me, I enjoy the time we spend together. I enjoy, even when we don't get along sometimes, I enjoy the time we spend together. We have a great time together, and we do have chemistry. They don't even know. I mean, our audience doesn't even really get to see how much we laugh, how much time we spend laughing and joking. Yeah. And I'm the serious. I'm more serious for sure. But we still spend a lot of time laughing and joking and having a lot of fun. And yeah, so yeah, the answer might be, maybe there's somebody who might be better on paper. But as I said, I bet you there's damn sure dudes out there that are better on paper than me. So, I mean, it could be the same way around, but I think you choose the person, you work on that relationship until you feel like it's just not worth working on anymore.
Yeah.
Until they give you that feeling that it's not worth it anymore, and you're better off moving on. And I don't feel like I'm better off moving on. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with being next to you. I'm happy doing what we do, and that's it. So it doesn't matter what's on paper.
Detail.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what's on paper. What matters is what we got going on.
And to wrap up our live stream today, I think I'm gonna wrap it up with a quote from you. I'm going to quote you from what your mama told you.
Before you do that, shout out quick.
Amirabui Al Mubarak. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate you. Always appreciate having you in here. Okay, go ahead. What's your
The quote for this live stream is, "You can't choose who you love."
You can't choose who you love. That's one of the few quotes that I have from my mother. Is you can't choose the person you love. You just love somebody for whatever reason, and that's what your heart tells you. Right? Somebody else might be better for you, but you love who you love. That's it. Right?
And with that, I love me some you.
Back at you, right? Hey, for the women out there, I want to say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Miss Rhoda, Happy Mother's Day. If there's any other women watching in the replay, Happy Mother's Day to you. I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day and a memorable one as well.
And to all the dads who are raising their children alone, Happy Mother's Day, because you are the one who was also a mother and a father. And to all the single moms out there who are raising their children on their own, Happy Mother's Day.
And the ones that are raising the kids with their men.
Yeah.
Why, they don't get a Happy Mother's Day too?
I already mentioned it. They're the first ones. Right. Okay. Happy Mother's Day to your moms. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Right. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
We're gonna go out tonight to the Grand Hyatt, and we're gonna have a nice time, a good dinner, and a good time. Hawk, what's up, man?
Hello, Hawk.
Yeah, we're just finishing this up, you guys. We want to say thank you to all of you guys for making our live streams what they are. We enjoy them, even whether there's 4 people or 45 people or 50 or 5 people. We enjoy doing the live streams. We enjoy having you guys in here commenting, you guys calling in. We really appreciate it, and we want to let you guys know how much we love you, and we would not keep doing this if it wasn't for y'all.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much. We're slowly growing. We continue to grow together.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. All right, y'all. Happy Mother's Day, and go Giants, man. Can y'all just win a game? Damn. Anyway, deuces. We're up out of here. Take
Thank you,
care.
Mo.
And thanks, Mo. We appreciate you, bro. I'll call him after this too.
Okay.
All right.